When Ariana Huffington decided she wanted to lead a media organization, she had to create one and launched the Huffington Post in 2005. Today, she's editor-in-chief of one of the most popular digital media companies in the world. As a woman, however, Huffington is in the minority. Industry surveys show that while women account for half the population and more than half of communication school graduates each year, they make up just 35% of U.S. newspaper executives. The numbers aren't any better in television, where 31% of TV news directors are women. And it's a pattern repeated around the world. According to the International Women's Media Foundation, women make up just 27% of top management jobs at media companies worldwide. Women opt out of the demanding profession more frequently than men, especially when they decide to have children. Now, according to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, the U.S. is the only country in the developed world that does not guarantee paid leave for new mothers, forcing many talented women to leave the workforce.
We have no well-developed support for childcare and childbearing and caretaking, both in terms of giving men and women the leave they need at certain points, but also in terms of providing them with the child care they need so that they can combine that with work. So it's those institutional resistances that have been a problem for American women and American families.
So much of a problem that there are more women across the U.S. leaving the workforce than joining it. In 1999, according to the OECD, 74% of American women were employed, versus 69% by the end of 2013.
If you look back in history, there have been critical moments when we developed policies that affected everyone. So the rise of the 40-hour work week, for example, and the notion that there should be safe working conditions. And so we know from our past that not only do these policies make a huge difference, but they actually promote economic growth and well-being.
Despite the statistics, there are women who have defied the odds. Time magazine's managing editor Nancy Gibbs, former New York Times executive editor Jill Abramson, Vogue editor-in-chief Anna Wintour, along with Ariana Huffington and media mavens like Barbara Walters and Oprah Winfrey. The picture, however, remains imperfect. Women's advocates say businesses and governments need to implement more family-friendly policies to help women forge promising and long-term career paths. Shraysi Tandon, CCTV, New York.